How you now? And welcome to the Wrestling Founder Wrestling Show. I'm the big beefy boy, Shaz Beef.
Shut up.
And today we're taking a step back into the time machine and having a look at late WCW. Look, the last 18 months of the company's existence was an absolute shit show. Nothing made sense. However, there was a few bright spots, with one being Booker T. But there was a time when we couldn't even call him Booker T.
What?
This is the story of the time when Booker T lost his T. Can you dig? Ha! Sucker! It was late 1999. We were all still somewhat living la vida loca, and the world was shitting themselves over the possibility of Y2K. However, there was some hope. Harlem Heat had reformed to capture their 8th, 9th, and 10th WCW Tag Team title. Here's one thing. These guys were from Houston. Why the fuck were they called Harlem Heat? Voila, WCW! Next you're going to be telling me Fritz von Erich and his brother Waldo weren't actually German. Was? Anyway, Houston Heat had 3 title reigns in 2 months. They win the tag titles at Road Wild in August. Boom, 8th reign. History made. Blink, and they lose them to the Wyndhams. Then they win them back at Fall Brawl, 9th reign. Keep them warm for a bit then. Lose them to the Filthy Animals, those bastards. Rey Mysterio gets injured, titles are vacated. 6 days later,
Hit him with a mummy.
Honolulu Heat win them again. Their 10th reign, an all-time record.
Great record.
Then, the very next night, they lose them straight back to Conan and Kidman. The two brothers then set their sights on the vacant, that's going to be a big word today, WCW title. Why was it vacant? Well, Vince fucking Russo was in charge, that's why. The title had been vacated after the previous champion Sting attacked a referee at Halloween Havoc, and then Goldberg defeated Sting for the title in an unsanctioned match. What? So Stevie Ray, he's seen his name in lights. He was up against Big Beef Bagwell in their first match before the Blues Brothers. Yeah, Blues Brothers, DOA, the Harris twins, whatever the fuck they were. They showed up as Creative Control, Gerald and Patrick. What the fuck? I wish Creative showed a bit of control and fucked up with those. This was Russo's attempt at recreating the Stooges. Now, Booker showed up to help his brother, then Creative Control got involved in Booker's business, and then Stevie Ray got suspended, which resulted in the introduction of Midnight. You really have to appreciate the fact that I'm going back and consuming all of this nonsense and bringing to you in one tidy little package. You know, you can go and watch all the fun, cool, class wrestling you want and get a nicely condensed version with me, who has been suffering watching this shit.
I don't want to do it.
Anyway, Midnight, she was a female bodybuilder. They were looking to recreate
China.
She showed up when the lights went out, and then there was a big dong, and her name was Midnight. When Stevie returned, he wasn't too happy with the introduction of Midnight. He got into a huff, man. That's a really good joke. Things came to a head when Halifax Heat lost a lethal lottery match, alliteration, for the once again vacant World Tag Team titles to Lash LaRue and Midnight. Yes, Midnight. Stevie Ray, he went mad on everyone and challenged Midnight, yes, Midnight, to a match in which he lost via small package. I have a small package for you, Mr. Stevie Ray. Will you please sign for this small package? A showdown between the brothers was set for Sold Out 2000. Stevie Ray would go on to expand on the story by doing heartwarming promos about how his brother Booker had lost touch with the hood. We got Stevie roaming said hood, hugging random people, shaking hands with homeless folks, talking outside the barbershop, and this was supposed to make him a heel.
That's why this company's in the damn shape it's in, because of bullshit like this.
To help with the clusterfuck, enter Big T, the former WWF Intercontinental Champion Ahmed Johnson, who was every bit as big as his name suggested. He teams with Stevie Ray, Harlem Heat 2000. And yes, collectively, I'll hold my hands up, we loved slapping 2000 on things back in the late 90s. Techno Team 2000, LOD 2000, and of course the Irish National Anthem 2000.
Yeah, yeah, funky, yeah.
So we got Big T and we got Stevie Ray Vaughan. Booker T and Midnight Somewhere is all this. While Vince Russo was looking in the bag for former WWE cast-offs, he came across Clarence Mason. Now, he came to prominence in 1995 during the O.J. Simpson trial. A similar vein to the Honky Tonk Man, he was an impersonator. Except, it wasn't Elvis, it was Johnny Cochran.
It makes no sense.
That does not make sense.
The newly christened Jay Biggs, not to be confused with the guy from American Pie that fucked a pie, informed Booker that he could no longer have the rights to his music or his tea.
I ain't gonna never take my dignity, you understand me?
Yep. Side note, imagine he took the K. Like, Booker is still a cool name, but Boor T? Now coming to the ring, Boor T. No way, he didn't have that music. He had this music. What Vince Russo did to that company is just... it's diabolical. It's fucking diabolical. Speaking of things that are bullshit, it's time for today's sponsor, the WCW Hotline. Are you tired of getting all your wrestling rumors instantly and for free? Sick of knowing what's happening before the show even airs? Then, friend, it's time to go back to a simpler time, when wrestling secrets cost you real money. That's right. For $1.49 a minute, you can call Mean Gene Okerlund himself on the WCW hotline. 1-900-909-9900. Why trust the internet when you can trust a man in a tuxedo who will look straight into the camera and say, "Fans, I can't name names, but a major WWF superstar could be on his way to WCW." And after 5 long, expensive minutes, you'll find out that that was absolute horseshit. But hey, that's the fun of it! Every second you spend waiting is another dime in Gene's pocket. And don't you want to give Mean Gene money? Yes, you do. You might get an exclusive scoop that could be 100% wrong. Want to know which top stars leaving WCW, who's joining the NWO, or which former world champion may or may not be dead? Mean Gene's got the answer, somewhere around the 6-minute mark. So don't waste your time reading fucking headlines. Pick up the phone, grab your parents' credit card, you stupid wrestling mark, and take a chance on the truth. That's 1-900-909-9900. The WCW hotline. The only hotline where rumors are hot, the facts are cold, and Mean Gene Okerlund gets paid either way. Back to the video. So, all that Harlem Heat and Booker shit leads to Super Brawl. In a match of which the ownership of the Hereford Heat franchise is on the line. On the line! Always on time.
Steamy Ray Vaughan.
Your voice is like a combination of Fergie and Jesus.
Booker, No T versus Big T, in which Big T gets the win due to interference from Cassius. Who's Cassius? Fuck knows.
Into a short power bomb.
If you go ahead and listen very carefully, you'll hear the familiar sound of no one caring.
Oh, this hurts my brain. After the loss, Booker T, he recovered, he was alright. He went on to reprise his old G.I. Bro gimmick for a few months with a team of misfits in action. That's right, an Avengers level coming together of the likes of Hugh Morris as Captain Hugh G. Rection, Chavo Guerrero as Lieutenant Loco, Lash LaRue as Corporal Cajun, and Van Hammer as Major Stash. Tylene Buck also went under the name of Major Guns. I wonder why. And what was in store for this new hot version of Harlem Heat 2000? Absolutely fucking nothing. They were gone in under 3 months after losing a tournament for the once again vacant WCW tag title. They went out in the semi-final against Shane Douglas and Buff Bagwell for some fucking reason, who went on to win the thing. They also lost the handicap match to Terry Funk. And then in May, Ahmed T. Johnson got the sack.
We'll never see that piece of shit again.
Which allowed Booker to fortunately get his tea back. Isn't that fucking Isn't that lovely? WCW 2000, it's so offensive, but so hilarious. Booker T losing his tea. It makes zero sense, but that's the graps for you.
It's still real to me, damn it!
And yes, we'll do more. Because in WCW, it's fucking always mad. We love deep diving into WCW. Let us know what you want to see on the next one by commenting below. Go check out all the other cool shit on the Wrestling Fan Wrestling Show. There's lots to enjoy. Is that even the word to say? There's a lot of stuff that you can have on in the background while you do shit that matters. This has been a bit insane. It's been very tiring.
I couldn't see that guy's still a virgin.
I'm the big beefy boy, Shaz Beef. Until next time, remember, it's all fun and games until someone gets hit in the face with a steel chair. Stay safe, stay sane.
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you.
Sucker!